Hey all, Jason Levon, priest at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to another Pause and Pray. In middle school, I played basketball, and 7th grade was a bit of a rough year. We didn't have a very good season. We were far from first place in our conference. We had a good coach, but we just lacked some of the competitive fundamentals really good teams needed. We didn't have a lot of depth. We didn't have a lot of height. We didn't have a lot of raw talent. We didn't even have a lot of cohesiveness at times. So when we moved into 8th grade, we wondered, boy, what kind of a season is this going to be? We had a new coach, Coach Becker, who was an English teacher as well, and he was amazing at really working tirelessly to break down some of the barriers to our success, which for us meant working hard at controlling the things we could control if we didn't have some of those other competitive advantages. So we worked hard at getting really fit so we could be a team that hustled all the time and played strong and good and competitive defense. And we paid attention to a lot of detail when we were running an offense or running defensive sets. And that meant lots of drills and lots of strength training and fitness work and attention to details and practice, lots of running and push-ups. And the wonderful thing about Coach Becker is he did all of that with us to break down those barriers. He wasn't there to be our friend. We knew that. He was there to be our coach. But he did everything right alongside of us to break down those barriers. And we responded. We came together as a team. We had a cohesiveness and a hustle, and we had a winning season. A couple of years ago, Coach Becker died of cancer, and I went to his funeral, and it was beautiful to see all of the former students and the athletes he coached there. Just another example of the ways in which he broke down barriers in beautiful ways as a teacher and a coach and a mentor. In today's daily office, we're invited to reflect on chapter 23 of Matthew's Gospel, where Jesus is passionately hurling all of these woes to some of the religious elites, some of the scribes and Pharisees. And the reason he was passionately hurling woes at them is because he was frustrated with the barriers he thought they were placing between people and God. Sadly, we religious folks can be good at that at times, if we're honest, putting barriers between people and God, who has God and who doesn't. And Jesus came to just offer peace and grace and life to everybody. It's why he dined with tax collectors and sinners and shared time with prostitutes. Advent is a holy season of preparation for that most magnificent way in which God worked to break down barriers between God and humanity by becoming one of us. And in this holy season, we're given then another invitation to pause and pray. First, to reflect honestly about some of the barriers we encounter in our own lives that prevent us from experiencing things like peace and wholeness and growth and healthier relationships or trust. But it's also an invitation to pause and pray and reflect with deep gratitude on those gifts, be they coaches or teachers or mentors or friends or nature or other gifts that have been at work in our lives over the years to help break down some of those barriers in our lives. All so that an Advent path can be prepared again for us to experience the gift of Christmas anew. Advent peace and blessings to you all.